Hi there, time for another 2016-17 Match Attax binder update. This time we've got every card, including some cards that are almost impossible to get hold of. We've got some of the Platinum limited edition cards, and we've also got the Master card, which is available at the Topps Festival. So this is probably the most complete. I think we may get our binder this year. Obviously there'll be the extra set, so we'll obviously collect that as and when that comes out in February, around about February or March time. But the only cards we don't have now are the Platinum Stones and the Platinum Harry Kane, and those are sort of, by all accounts, going to be really difficult to get hold of. The Harry Kane there's 124 of those, and they're spread all over the world, so the chances of getting any of those is going to be pretty tough. So let's have a look at the cards we've got so far. If we start here, if we start with Bournemouth, we have obviously the Bears, so we have Borich and Daniels, Smith, Ake and Francis, and then Cook, Wilshere and Sermon. Wilshere obviously on loan from Arsenal, Stanislas, Cook and Ibe, Arta, Graben and Afobe. Then we have Wilson, star player, King and Musette. We have Arsenal with Cech and Monreal, Bellerin, Koscielny and Mustafi, Mertesacker, Gabriel and Elneny. We have Coquelin, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Ramsey, Cazorla, Ozil and Xhaka, Giroud, Sanchez, star player and Walcott. Burnley, we have Heaton and Lowton. And we have Tarkowski, Mee and Ward, Darikwa, Keane and Kitely, Marnie, Arfield and Goodmanson, Defoe, Boyd and O'Neill, Bamford, we have Gray, star player and Vokes. And for Chelsea we have Courtois and Azpilicueta. We have Ivanovic, Terry and Cahill, and Louise, Kante and Matic. And we have Fabregas, Moses and Willian, Oscar, Hazard, Loftus-Cheek. We have Costa, star player, Pedro and Batshuayi. And then for Crystal Palace we have Hennessy and Swar, Ward, Kelly and Dan, Delaney, Tompkins and Lee, MacArthur, Zaha and Kabai, star player, Much, Punchin and Sacco. And then we have Townsend, Wickham and Benteke. And for Everton we have Stecklenburg and Baines, Coleman, Jagielka and Williams, Funes Mori, Holgate and Gnar. We have Balassi, star player, and Lennon, McCarthy. And then we have Barkley, Barry and Lukaku, and Kone, Delafeu and Morales. And for Hull we have Djukovic and Robertson. Then we have Timon, Davis and Dawson, Maguire, Mason and Livermore, El Mohammadi, Mailer and Huddleston, Maloney, Klukas and Snodgrass, Keane, Diamand and Hernandez, star player. And for Leicester we have Schmeichel and Fuchs, we have Simpson, Morgan and Huth, Hernandez, Chilwell and King, and then Drinkwater, Mendy and Gray, Mahrez, star player, Albrighton and Ulloa, and then Musa, Okazaki and Vardy. For Liverpool we have Mignolet and Matip, Klein, Moreno and Clavan, Lovren, Mane and Laver, Henderson, Chan and Milner, Lallana, Coutinho and Wijnaldum, and Firmino, Origi and Sturridge as the star player. Then for Man City we have Bravo and Kolarov. Then we have Sonia, Company and Otamendi. Then Stones, Sterling and Toure. Then Fernandinho, Gundogan and Sane. Silva, De Bruyne and Navas. And then we have Iheanacho, Nolito and Aguero style player. For Man United we have De Gea and Shaw. And we have Darmian, Smalling and Bailly. Then we have Blind, Mkhitaryan and Herrera. And then Carrick, Pogba and Fellaini. Mata, Ibrahimovic style player and Rashford. And then Memphis, Rooney and Martial. And for newly promoted Middlesbrough we have Valdez and Friend. Ayala, Gibson and Barragan. And Sue, Darun and Forshaw. Then we have Clayton, Ledbetter and Ramirez star player. And then we have Adoma, Downing and Fisher. And then Stuani, Negredo and Rhodes. Then for Southampton we have Forster star player and Bertrand. Then we have Cedric, Font and Van Dijk. And we have Yoshida, Target and Pied. Then we have Romeo, Davis and Buffal. Ward-Prowse, Tadic and Redmond. Holberg, Long and Austin. For Stoke we have Butland and Peters. Johnson, Shawcross and Volshide. Cameron, Yazer and Whelan. Then Adam, Imbula and Shaqiri. Alan, Bonney and Youth. And then Bojan, Arnautovic and Walters. For Sunderland we have Manone and Van Arnholt. Jones, O'Shea and Kone. Love, Djilabodji and McNair. Kirchhoff, Januzaj and Catamol. Rodwell, Khazri and Gooch. Watmore, Barini and Defoe star player. And then for Swansea we have Fabianski and Taylor. Rangel, Van der Horn and Fernandez. And then Norton, Kingsley and Britton. Cork, and then we have Sigurdsson star player and Montero. Sugnyong, Routledge and Fur. Baston, Barrow and Laurent. And then for Tottenham we have Lloris and Davis. Walker, Vertonghen and Alderweireld. Rose, Trippier and Anoma. And we have Dyer, Wanyama and Dembele. Ali, Lamella and Eriksson. Janssen, Son and Harry Kane star player. Then for Watford we have Gomes and Kabasili. Kabul, Cathcart and Britos. Holebas, Prodal and Yanmat. And then we have Capu, Watson and Guadiora. Barami, Pereira and Amrabat. Success, Deeney and Igalo star player. For West Brom we have Foster and Dawson. We have Evans star player, Macaulay and Olsen. Chadley, Jacob and Brunt. We have Fletcher, Phillips and McLean. Morrison, Gardner and McManaman. Rondon, Robson, Carnu and Berahino. And then finally for West Ham we have Adrian, Masuaku. Ogbonna, Reed and Byron. Collins, Tor and Norvite. Noble, Koyate and Faguli. Antonio, Lanzini and Pyatt star player. Caleri, Carroll and Ayew. And then we have the away kits for Bournemouth. We have Francis, Arsenal, Cazorla, Burnley, Gray. Pedro for Chelsea. Delaney for Palace. Lennon for Everton. Then we have El Mohammadi for Hull, Albrighton for Leicester, and Henderson for Liverpool. The stats on these cards are exactly the same as the stats for the normal cards, but just the players' pictures are in the away kit. Then you have Sterling for Man City, Mkhitaryan for Man United, Darun for Middlesbrough. Then you have Holberg for Southampton, Adam for Stoke, and Barini for Sunderland. And then for Swansea, Fur, Tottenham, Lamella, Watford, Igalo. And then finally Gardner for West Brom and Antonio for West Ham. And then we have some new cards for this season. We have Assist King cards. We have Ozil. Then we have Milner, Silva and Tadic. Then we have Game Changer cards. We have Hazard, Rooney and Defoe. And also Dele Alli. Then we have Set Piece Specialist. We have Sigurdsson, Eriksson, Deeney and Payet. And then we have freestyler cards for Sanchez, Delafeu, Mahrez and Firmino. And then for the Man of the Match cards, you can see not always brilliantly easy to read the Man of the Match cards. You have to sort of get them at an angle. But for Bournemouth we have Daniels, Ibe and Arter. For Arsenal we have Cech, Ramsey and Xhaka. And then for Burnley we have Heaton, Keane and Vokes. For Chelsea we have Azpilicueta, Fabregas and Kante. For Crystal Palace we have Swar, Townsend and Wickham. For Everton we have Funes Mori, McCarthy and Delafeu. And then for Hull we have Robertson, Huddleston and El Mohammadi. Leicester, Schmeichel, Fuchs and Drinkwater. Liverpool we have Klein, Mane and Chan. For Manchester City we have Sanya, Fernandinho and Nolito. For Man United we have Bailly, Memphis and Rashford. And then for Middlesbrough, Friend, Adoma and Rhodes. For Southampton we have Cedric, Van Dijk and Austin. For Stoke we have Peters, Shawcross and Imbula. For Sunderland we have Van Arnholt, Khazri and Barini. For Swansea we then have Fabianski, Cork and Laurent. For Tottenham we have Danny Rose, Dele Alli and Janssen. For Watford we have Cathcart, Capoue and Watson. And then finally for the Man of the Match cards we have for West Brom we have Craig Dawson, Jacob and Rondon. And then for West Ham we have Winston Reid, Antonio and Andy Carroll. Then the next cards we have are the retro, so reissued 100 Club cards. You can see there for 2008 we have Steven Gerrard, 2009 Fernando Torres, and again the same player for 2010. For 2011 we have Wayne Rooney, 2012 Gareth Bale, 2013 Robin van Persie, and the same for 2014. 2015 we have Daniel Sturridge, and for last year 2016 we have Eden Hazard. And then we have the 2016-17 100 Club cards. We have Lloris there with 100 defence, Stones with 100 defence, Pogba with 100 attack, and then the 101 card for the current season is Jamie Vardy, 101 attack and defence. And then we have the limited edition cards as gold, silver and bronze for each of the players. So with LE1 is Harry Kane, LE2 is Philippe Coutinho, LE3 Sergio Aguero, LE4 Willian, LE5 Shaqiri, LE6 Martial, LE7 is Payet, LE8 is Wilshere. And the cards we have here, these are the trophy cards which are only available in the Match of the Day pre-release issue. So sometime sort of mid-September, Match of the Day issued a magazine that had a couple of sort of preview packs of the Match Attax cards, and as part of that you would get this trophy card. These cards won't be available in packs at any other time. The only time you could have got these would have been in that magazine. Something they've done for a number of years. So if you haven't managed to do that this year, maybe look out next September for the Match of the Day magazine, and look out for the preview packs just before Match Attax comes out, and try and get your hand on one of those. And then we have the tactic cards, T1 we have the referee, T2 agent, T3 Home Advantage, T4 Stat Swap, which is a new card for this year, T5 Injury, and T6 Possession. And then we have the Tesco exclusive cards. You can see these are numbered S1, 2, 3, all the way down to S16. There are 16 Tesco Legend cards. Obviously you get one per pack in every pack that you buy from Tesco's. Obviously only Tesco's you can get these cards from, so if you are interested in collecting this set you will have to buy some packs from Tesco's. We have S1, which is Ian Wright, S2 Frank Lampard, S3 Andrew Johnson, S4 Duncan Ferguson, S5 Giovanni, S6 Daniel Agger, S7 Carlos Tevez, S8 Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, S9 Juninho, S10 Matt Le Tissier, S11 Rory Delap, S12 Kevin Phillips, S13 Michu, S14 Ledley King, S15 Zoltan Guerra, and S16 Paolo Di Canio, and another couple of trophy cards. Then we have all of the Pro 11 cards. We have entered all of these codes in already to try and win the Pro 11s. And then we have the Gold Limited Edition Pro 11s. Then we have the Mega Tin cards. You can see some of the Mega Tins here. There are 15 available in each of the variant Mega Tin cards. There's Club Heroes, Rising Stars, and International Stars. Again, these are numbered MT 1 all the way up to 45. So we have Arta, Ramsey, and me. Terry, Baines, and Davis. These cards again will only be available in the Mega Tins, but when you buy a Mega Tin, you get a full set of 15 either Club Heroes, Rising Stars, or International Stars. You don't have to buy 25 Mega Tins to try and get them. If you buy a Mega Tin, you'll get a full set of the 15 that it says on the front. And we have Sturridge, Toure, and Rooney, Gibson, Rangel, and Rose, Deeney, Foster, and Noble. And then for Rising Stars, we have Ibe, Bellerin, and Batshuayi, Wickham, Holgate, and Robertson, Gray, Iheanacho, and Shaw, Fisher, Ward-Prowse, and Butland, Watmore, Ali, and Byram. And then International Stars, we have Ozil, Vokes, and Azpilicueta, Cabaye, Musa, and Firmino, Silva, Memphis, and Tadic, Cameron, Kazri, and Sigurdsson, Ericsson, Barami, and Fletcher. And then finally, like we mentioned, the cards that they're almost impossible to get hold of, but we've been incredibly lucky to get hold of some of these. We have the Platinum PLE2 card for Daniel Sturridge, and you can see that they've all got stickers where they've actually been hand signed by Daniel Sturridge. And then we also have a PLE4, again a hand signed signature there for N'Golo Kante. And then the last card that we have is the Master card, obviously a 101 stat card there. I don't think it's actually usable in gameplay because it doesn't have a value, but this card can be obtained by, obviously some of you have probably seen the Tops festivals that have been going on. There's a couple of them still, well, I think there's 3 or 4 still to happen, so perhaps get down and see if you can beat one of the Masters to win one of these cards. But overall, yeah, a pretty cool collection. Like I said, the only 2 cards we're missing now is the final Platinum cards, which is for Harry Kane, which is limited to 124, and the John Stones card. Don't have any information on